Joining me from the University of San Francisco, head coach Molly Goodenbour. Molly, thank you so much for taking the time.
Sure. No, it's great to be talking basketball season again.
Well, and what a season you guys had, because here at the start, the coaches poll had you at the bottom, and you guys finished in fourth place in the WCC. When you look at this season, this team, what was it about them that made them so successful?
Well, I think they played a little bit with a chip on their shoulder, being picked last in anything. Nobody wants to be last. And, but I think, honestly, the ranking was justified based on what we potentially had coming back. We had a lot of unknowns. We had a lot of kids that had not been on the floor before for us. So we were fairly untested. And then we got tested right away. We had that really tough stretch where we went to BYU and we went to San Diego and just started off and dug a big hole for ourselves. But then I think our kids really, got determined and dug in, started to figure out what the intensity level is like in league play, how important it is to follow a scout, how important it is just the details of preparation. And then I thought they started to get some confidence back and figure out that, hey, we're not a bad team. We need to do some things well, and we need to do some things in the right way, but we're good enough to win some of these games. And then we got on a nice roll and I think finished the season with just a tremendous amount of confidence and feeling really good about the direction that we're headed in.
When you look at that WCC tournament loss to BYU, what are your thoughts in that game in the second and the third quarter? What changes do you want to make moving forward?
BYU in that game was they were the veteran team. They were the team that, we'd beat them in that game in the regular season. And I think they were stinging from that a little bit. I think they felt like they had something to prove. They were a team that was the veteran team, and they were intent on proving that they were the better team, and they were the better team that day for sure. They played like an experienced group on a mission. So I think, and I hope that our team can learn from that. We talked a lot about next year. What our goals need to be from the beginning of the season is we want to be playing through the month of March. We want to intend to be in a postseason tournament, not just find ourselves in that position. And so all of our preparation and all of our, just the way we'll frame the season will be a little bit different next year than how we framed this season. And hopefully with that perspective and with the experience that we gained by playing deep into the conference tournament and then getting an invite to the WNIT and being able to win a game in the NIT, those things hopefully will give us some confidence and some momentum to pursue those goals for next year.
Who really stepped up this year, if it was in a natural position or not, to assume that leadership role, especially during such a trying time?
I think it was a collective effort of buying into what needed to be done. And I think, from a leadership standpoint, one of our best leaders is, Lucia Kostic. And you don't always find post players or forwards who are necessarily embrace that leadership kind of role, but her demeanor and her character and her approach really lends itself to being kind of that captain and that piece of the team that everyone looks to set the tone. She's a phenomenal passer. She's really, really intelligent about the game and off the court. So, she stepped into an on-court leadership role. And I think Abby Rathbun has always kind of been one of our natural leaders in terms of her, her effort and her energy level and her competitiveness and her willingness to be vocal when she needs to be vocal. So pretty much between the two of them, I would say they were probably the two main leaders of our group. But again, it was just a collective buy-in to what we were doing and a team taking ownership.